Growing up in Russia, it was kind of, well, the first thing that always strikes out to me is everything looked kind of gray. I was a social orphan, so my parents were still alive. They just kind of had their parental rights revoked. Family was something you just dreamed of. I mean, you could have friends, but the person next to you probably had the same exact problems you did. So like all of it was just basically a lot of broken people. Well, when they put me with the teenagers in the orphanage, well, first they put me in a room with just the boys. I guess they've already been through the system a lot, and so I guess they were broken. I don't know how else to say it. Torturing me kind of became a game for them. They would wrap me up in a blanket or something heavy that they knew I'd freak out because I felt like I was going to suffocate. They'd withhold things from me, not let me in certain rooms no matter what I did, force me to do some sexual things that I didn't want to do. There's another girl there that came up there around the same age as me, and they forced us to try to do stuff. My main abuser would, he would always come into my room just because he knew that would scare me. I guess it had its good times, it had its bad times, which I guess makes it worse. Being adopted was something that I really didn't know what it was at first. The way that it was done was I came for a visit to the States first, just for the summer, 2 to 3 months, and like kind of got to enjoy myself, have fun, go on excursions, kind of all wide-eyed, and then I had to come back. When I got adopted, when I came over, I wasn't ready. I feel like my parents tried to be ready, but I guess you can't really make yourself ready for something until it happens. And so after I got adopted, just what I did, what I said, my thoughts just weren't really, I guess, safe. It's stuff like that kind of, I think pushed my parents to the edge. They tried to do a lot of stuff to kind of try to help me. Some of it was not good, some of it was. Like, I can honestly say that they probably did more than most parents I know would have known how to do. But it wasn't really working, and it was a really dark time in my life. I came to Love Church after my third placement that I was at, Gateway Woods. I graduated from that, graduated high school, graduated from the program, did really well in it. Everyone said I was kind of like almost the role model after a while. And then I joined with a family from the local church that's really connected with Gateway, and stayed at their house while I was pursuing a degree in computer science. Everyone was excited, like this is going to be a brand new page in my life, going to college. I got a full tuition scholarship because of my, ACT score mostly. After the summer was kind of like the honeymoon period. It was fine at the beginning. Then when college started, the first semester, for the first 2 to 3 weeks, I actually did okay. I kept up on the homework. I paid attention. I was getting good grades, turning in tests on time. But then after that, I lost it. Throughout my life, a lot of people have questioned me believing in God, because with trauma, it kind of covered up some of what God was doing. So when people couldn't see it, a lot of them just assumed that it wasn't true. And it hurt me because I felt close to God. I thought I was following God. Rob Parker from Gateway, me and him have been connected through like the LARC program, kind of mentorship program for a while before then. And he connected me, he just talked to me about, Love Church and what it kind of was, what they were planning to do. And I liked it. I would recommend the FaMBET program to just about everybody, but especially to people that like to people my age that know that there's something like that's not quite right with their lives and they can't fully overcome it on their own, and that want to change. I'm not going to lie, this program has stretched me. It's not a comfort-based thing. You don't like, I had to be stretched so that I would grow. I wouldn't be here today smiling and all that if it wasn't for that. Like, I needed that hardship. I can honestly say that most of my trauma I'm actually healed from, not just dealt with. And I want that for everybody, so yeah, I would recommend it. When you can get to that point where you deal with things head on, where you just headbutt that trauma or that belief about yourself. And you know, when you just headbutt it and you have to like wrestle it down, after that, nothing can stop you.